Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, in truth and sincerity. My name is Aloya from the Great Millstone Line Camp, and today I want to get into a lesson concerning an article that the brother Quadar Shapat shared recently from the ChristianTruther.com, and the article is entitled, "Will you take the RFID chip? Tech giant says brain chips are inevitable and they're coming fast within 10 years." So hopefully this video is edifying, man. And I just want to get into the chip and how the chip is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, and touching on a few scriptures, get into some Greek, and get into some precepts and prophecies, and then close it out. I don't want to make it too long. So without further ado, I'll begin with reading this article. Like I said before, the article is entitled, "Will you take the RFID chip? Tech giant says brain chips are inevitable and they're coming fast within 10 years. Brain chips, microcomputing, RFID chips, microchips, smartphones, and virtual reality, all of this is leading to something, according to Brian Johnson of Cornell and the founder of Braintree. The next phase of this something is placing technology inside the human brain. Rapidly approaching the human race is a decision, and in large part the decision will be based on this question: do we place technology in our bodies? Okay, so first of all of this is happening because it coincides with prophecy, man. All of this is really prophecy, events that will culminate into prophecy being fulfilled. And the prophecy I'm referring to is the prophecy in Revelation 13 towards the end. In 2007, many news outlets cried conspiracy at the fact that the RFID chip would be placed within people. As of today, several thousand people across the globe have begun embedding RFID chips into their bodies. So I wonder what Nate has to say about that, and IUIC. It's June and there's no microchip. I mean, the reason why people scoff at it is because they don't really see it happening here in America, as widespread as they believe it should be. But the thing is, it's happening all over the world in different forms and fashions, and it's happening here in America on different levels too. But you just have to have your eyes peeled, and you just have to be prudent and spiritual about it, man. Because at the end of the day, this is prophecy. So the words of the Lord are going to be fulfilled anyway, regardless of what you believe may or may not happen based off of what you see today. Segueing from the article into the scripture, it's a very short article. You brothers can just skim through it. Pretty much reiterates the point, or the questions and points mentioned in the first section of this article. But anyway, moving on to the scriptures, Revelation 13 and 16 says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead." Okay, so this is the scripture pertaining to the RFID chip, man. And how do we know that it's the RFID chip being implanted in the human body, whether it be in the hand or in the head? Well, first of all, at the beginning of the verse, it says, "He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead." So right here, automatically know that it's something physical, okay, that's being embedded in the human body. All right, and it says, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." So this is going to be used as a future currency, okay, for the entire, or the prescribed currency for the entire planet. Now, getting into the word mark to help solidify the fact that this is indeed something physical, and that it is indeed the RFID chip or its related technologies being embedded into the human body. I have the Greek word for mark, Strong's G5480 charagma, and it's a stamp or imprinted mark, a thing carved, sculpture, graven work, right? And when you go down to the Strong's definition, from the same as G482, a scratch or embed or etching, right? Now, when you go to the Strong's number for 5482, it's karax, and it means a pail or stake, and it also has the implication when you go to the root word, um, the etymology, the root word karaso, which is basically to, if you when you look it up, it's to cut into something or to scratch into something. Okay, so it's basically a pail or stake, a shard made of whatever material is being forced into your body, cut into your body, and its purpose is so that one may buy or sell. Okay, to conduct business, to conduct trade, um, to purchase goods. Okay. Now, going into the point about the right hand, because some people object and say, what if somebody takes it in their left hand? Well, when you look into the word right hand, um, it's from in this scripture. It's from the Greek word dexios. Okay, Strong's G1188, and it says the right hand, the right hand, metaphorically a place of honor or authority. And when you go down to the Thayer's Greek lexicon, it says which Salakia, properly of that hand which is wont to take hold of, as well as to point out. So basically, this is the hand that you're most accustomed to using. It's not necessarily your right hand, but rather the hand that you're most accustomed to using. Okay, in its original sense, that's what the right hand was. Whether you were left-handed or the right-handed, this word dexios would be used for whatever hand that you're most dominant. That's your most dominant, or a hand that you're most accustomed to using. So, in this sense, the right hand in this scripture can be pertaining to someone's left hand, if that left hand is indeed the hand that the person is most accustomed to using. Okay. Now, you also have those who, like Nate made the statement at one point in time in the past, that the mark of the beast is the embargo. Um, but we all know that embargoes are placed upon nations to impede them from trading with one another, and not to allow one to buy and sell. So that throws that idea and that notion out the window. Now, continuing to read in verse 18, it says, "Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and six." Now, when you go to the Greek word for 603 score and six, is kai stigma. And when you go to stigma in the Greek, it's Strong's G4742 stigma. Okay, and it's basically a stick or a prick. Um, the first definition reads: a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To the ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commanded, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belonged to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. Okay, so what this is saying is that in the ancient world, people would brand themselves or bore themselves in their bodies with a branding or with a piece of material to indicate under whose servitude they were under, whether it be their master or their general or their lieutenant. Okay, whether they were slaves or whether they were in the military. And some even went as far to do this to indicate which gods they worshipped. Okay, and the scriptures mention cases of that in the Old Testament. Now, basically, if someone takes the mark of the beast, if somebody takes this RFID chip in the future, And the people I'm speaking to are the Israelites, okay, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans here in the Western Hemisphere. What you're doing is that you're showing the Most High, okay, that, or what you're doing is that you're showing that the white man, okay, his system, all right, is your God, okay. You're letting it be known that he is your master, okay, and that he is your God. As this definition reads, this was used to indicate a stigma, okay, a brand, a mark pricked into the body or branded upon the body, was used to indicate which God you served or which master you served as well, okay. Now the scriptures speak about things like this in Exodus 21. Okay, Exodus 21 and 1 reads, "Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them." Verse 2, "If thou buy an Hebrew servant 6 years, he shall serve, and in the seventh he shall go out free for nothing. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself, and if he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master had given him a wife, she have borne him a sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him unto the judges, and he shall bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore in his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever." Okay, so back in the ancient world, in the East, okay, in the old world, somebody would brand their bodies or prick their bodies through with a piece of wood or metal, okay, and this metal would probably have a certain signet on it, a signature or marking to indicate which household that you were serving, okay, and that you were willing to serve forever, as in the case of this scripture here. So basically, taking the mark of the beast is in complete rebellion, okay, against the Most High, and you basically made an idol out of the so-called white man system, man. Because there's gonna come a point in time where the economy will collapse and goods will be scarce, okay, and the only way to buy and sell and to get these scarce goods, will be to receive the mark of the beast, okay, and take the RFID chip. But if you do that, you're showing that you trust in man more than you trust the Most High, and that the white man who is currently in power is your God, okay. And the Most High said that he hates Esau, and the white man is Esau. He is the wicked, okay, and he is the seed of Satan upon the planet Earth right now. So basically, what you're doing is that you're sharing your servitude and your devotion to Satan, okay, the physical incarnation of Satan on the planet Earth. You're showing him your devotion as your God, okay, and that is in complete rebellion and idolatry against the Most High. And there's a sore judgment coming for those who do that. All right, this is Revelations 14 and 9. "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." Okay, so all those, okay, who take the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, all right, of the nation of Israel, you shall die in the coming judgment of the Lord, man. Okay, the Lord said that he's coming back to melt the elements with fervent heat. Okay, he's coming back to bring fire upon the earth. And if you take the RFID chip or its related technologies inside of your body, okay, as a means to buy and sell, all right, whether it be in your forehead, okay, which is where your brain is located, all right, and that's no coincidence that this article is talking about brain chips, or whether you take it in your dominant hand, okay, you shall be judged, all right, by the Most High for idolatry against him and for trusting in this damn devil, man. All right, verse 11, "And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they shall have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever taketh the mark of his name." Okay, all right, so when the Lord comes back with fire and with his chariots as a whirlwind, all right, to render his anger and his fury with flames of fire, all right, that's going to be executed upon all those who rebel against him, man, all the wicked of his people, man. All right, that shall die by the sword, man, and his sword shall be bathed in heaven, and that's going into the nuclear missiles. Okay, now the last scripture I have here is Revelations 3 and 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Okay, so that's our incentive to stay in this truth, man. One of the incentives, of course, among many, because the Lord is gonna allow this to happen. He's gonna bring this to pass, to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. And we dwell upon the earth, man. So it would behoove us, okay, to those of us who believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, who believe in this truth, to stay in it, man, to stick with it, man. Okay, to maintain our integrity in captivity, no matter what persecution may befall us, whether good or bad. Okay, so that we may be kept from that hour of temptation. Whether the Most High do that by allowing us to sustain ourselves with food and drink in those days, okay, or whether the Most High allows us to be safe in those days from the turmoil that's coming, okay, that the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, martial law, all right, and the various other plagues and judgments that shall befall this earth, or whether the Most High put the Spirit on us to resist taking the RFID chip, to resist taking the mark of the beast, okay, and declaring that this damn devil is our God, and rebel against him, that he put the Spirit upon us to resist that temptation, okay, and to die faithful and honorable deaths, man, okay, whichever form or fashion, man, okay, because it's gonna take divine intervention to keep us from that type of temptation, man, because we've never ever been through something like that. Okay, the scriptures talk about how there's a time coming upon the earth unlike any other time in Daniel chapter 12, man. Okay, so it'll behoove us who are in the truth to stay in it, and it'll behoove us, those of us, okay, of the body of Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, I be part of the body of Yahweh Shai, and those of you who are listening to the brothers and who are listening to my voice right now, Lord willing, you are also of the body of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You are his sons and daughters, to get into this truth and to stick with it, man, and to seek the Lord and to pray to him, okay, and to cry unto him and serve him, okay, in fear and in love and in sincerity and truth, man, okay. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the word of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. My name is Lawyer from the Great Millstone Miami Camp, and hopefully this video was edifying. The waters to the brother Quadar Shapat for sharing this article. It's a very quick article, and it got straight to the point, and a video came out of it. So thank you, bro. So with that, shalom.